Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to look at current situation. Yeah, I like that one. We have Justice, which can represent Libra. What's crossing that? King of Pentacles. What do you need to focus on? Three of Cups. Past energy? What are you leaving? I feel like you're coming out of your shell, actually. Strengths, Six of Swords. Love this one for future energies, near future, what's coming in pretty soon. Rising above a situation. Advice, the Star. Environment. Seven of Pentacles. All right. Hopes and fears. The Tower. And that's what I've said before, is that the Tower can be a scary thing, but it's also a positive thing because it means that something needs to be changed. And then potential outcome, Four of Wands. Coming back together. I almost feel like it's full circle here, what's going on here. So let me see what cards. We'll take these for clarifiers. Okay, so current situation, it could have to do with a Libra because we have the Justice card, which is Libra. So current situation, and that's being crossed by the King of Pentacles. Could be some stubbornness going on here. I feel like things are starting to happen for you. Current situation, so the Justice card, so things happening, things falling in your favor, being crossed by King of Pentacles. Maybe you're losing your patience with things. I feel like you're waiting for something to come in, but you're kind of losing your patience with it. But I feel like because what you need to focus on is the Three of Cups, I feel like it's focusing on that you can't rush something that's going to happen for you or that wants to come in for you. But you can't control that, but you can control how you spend your time right now, how you spend your time waiting for things to happen, whether it has to do with a job or it has to do with money or it has to do with a relationship. If you're waiting for things to change, you can't control that, but you can control how you act in the moment now. And I feel like it's enjoying each day as it is and focusing on those things that you can focus on now, right? Focusing on not getting in the energy of I'm so frustrated, I'm so irritated, this isn't happening for me, it's not happening soon enough. You know, I got bills to pay, I got things I got to do. I don't have any time to sit around and wait for these things to happen. I want them to happen now. Like, you know, the society now, it's like instant gratification. But you can't control that. So I feel like you need to just kind of walk away from that energy and you need to say, you know what? I can't control that, but I can control my attitude, my perspective, how I'm seeing things. Okay, so let me turn that around, right? Let me turn that around and let me look at, okay, let me enjoy my day. What are the positives that I have going on now? What can I focus on? Keeping yourself busy while these things start to happen for you, while these things start to fall in place for you. I feel like what you're leaving behind is kind of that shutdown mode of being frustrated and kind of closing yourself off because you're so frustrated waiting for things to happen. I feel like that's what you're leaving behind. That's what you're choosing to leave behind because you're like, okay, I see that I'm not helping the situation by being frustrated, by being irritated, by being angry. It's affecting the people around me. It's affecting me. And I'm not helping the situation. Just like with the Nine of Swords energy, is that you're worrying about things that you can't control. And you're not helping the situation, but you're seeing that, hey, I'm not helping the situation, so I need to change that and I need to turn that around. So I feel like that with the strengths is, okay, I see that what needs to be done And then we have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you see that, okay, I'm stepping away from the situation and I'm seeing that I'm not helping the situation, that I need to focus on the positives, right? I need to turn my attitude around. I need to turn my outlook around. I need to turn my perspective around, because I can control that. I can control how I'm seeing things, right? I can control my reaction to the frustration of waiting for things to happen for me. With that being said, I feel like that's why this future energy is here, is because you're rising above the situation. You're saying, okay, I'm not going to let this situation drag me down. I'm not going to let this instant drag me down, that I'm going to rise above the situation, right? I'm not going to focus on the Three of Spilled Cups. I'm going to turn that around. I'm going to turn my attitude around. I'm going to focus on the positive. And it's almost like you're lifting yourself up, right? Like you're looking out for yourself. You're saying, hey, I'm realizing I'm in this energy. I don't want to be in this energy. I've got to turn it around. I've got to refocus. I got to redirect. For the advice is the Star card, and it's like, keep going. Keep focusing, staying in the positive, keep moving forward. Your emotions and your feelings, like, keep those positive, even though when you're struggling, right, with this situation, when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling irritated, when you're focusing on these Three of Cups, that sometimes it's really hard because you're like, I just want to be angry. I just want to be sad. I just want to be frustrated. And I would say, give yourself that time. Give yourself that time to explore those feelings, right? Don't deny yourself that process of feeling that way, but also don't keep yourself in that energy for longer than you need to. So like, be in that energy for as long as you have to, and then say, okay, I've done it long enough. Like, I've had the day, I've been irritated, I've been agitated, I've been frustrated, I've been mad, I've been angry. So now, like, today is a new day, and so now I'm going to turn that around. With the environment, I feel like it's like this Seven of Pentacles is kind of looking back over and saying, yeah, I see that that's what I was doing. I see that I'm not helping myself. I see that I'm hurting myself. I'm seeing that I am in control of my forward movement and where I go from here, from this point on. Hopes and fears, as we have the Tower. Yeah, it's scary to go through the process, but obviously this process wasn't working for you, and that it's hindering your progress. So, but also your hopes are, okay, let me rebuild this. Let me turn this around. Let me start having more positive days, and let me see, what I can do to turn this around. Again, Six of Swords is moving forward, moving away from that energy. Okay, this is what happened. Now I'm going to move on, right? Going through the process quicker rather than being in this frustrated energy for a week. We say, okay, we'll give ourselves a day or a couple hours or whatever works best for you, and then moving on. And then for the calmness, that's what came over me when I saw the Queen of Pentacles, is calmness, like calming down, getting things back under control, coming back down to earth. Because I feel like seeing that this is, when you're frustrated and you're irritated and things aren't happening for you, you feel like you're out of control. But if you say, okay, I'm going to get this back under control, is I'm going to turn my attitude around, then you feel like you have things more under control, because you're like, okay, then I can handle it. I can see my perspective. I know how to handle it. I know how to do things. And feeling like you have things more under control gives you that sense of calmness and helps you to feel better. All right, let's get a Star Dragons for this reading for Capricorn. We have dominance. I love that. Believing in yourself, but I feel like it's dominating this situation, and not let the situation dominate you, but you dominate the situation. You say, hey, I'm not going to fall into this energy here, this frustration, this, being aggravated. I'm going to dominate this situation, and I'm going to focus on the positive, or I'm at least going to keep myself busy so that I don't fall into this energy. Or again, it's kind of like you're waiting and waiting and waiting, but if you sit there and you stare at the clock, then it seems 100 times longer. But if you get busy and you do something else and you keep your mind occupied on something else, then it seems like the time goes by really quickly. You know, just like when we're doing something that we're having fun at, it just seems like the day goes really by. You know, when we're on vacation or we're doing an activity that we really love, we're like, wow, the day went by really fast. But why is it when I'm at work or I'm doing something I don't want to do, it goes by so slowly? Because that's when you're keeping yourself busy and you're keeping yourself occupied with things that are interesting, then time goes by quicker. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.